Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Prepared Wanderer out in the woods today, and I am doing something that I haven't done in a while, and it's primitive camping. I am in Pennsylvania. This is the Allegheny National Forest, and I'm waiting for one of my buddies to show up. He's coming in from New York. Good friend of mine. He's actually one of the admins on the Facebook group. And this is a spot that we have been coming to, he and I and a bunch of our buddies, for years and years. And we have several locations in the Allegheny that we go to. This is one of them. So I'm returning to this camp. We haven't camped here. Boy, it's been a while. It's been over a year, I think. But the weather is going to be really good this weekend. It's supposed to cool down a little bit. It's kind of warm right now, but no rain in the forecast. And back here under the canopy in the woods, it's a lot cooler. It's a beautiful spot back here, very lush. How you get back here is all Forest Service road or little access roads like that. So we're not too far from the trailhead where we parked. Short walk in, but once you're in the woods, you are in the woods, and we'll never see anybody for the rest of the weekend unless we go out on the road. And there may be some trucks going by. There's some Forest Service people, some loggers, oil rig tenders, gas well tenders, guys like that. That's about it. It's really not a lot of people back here, so it makes a great spot because it's very easily accessible, and it's national forest, so it's dispersed camping. You camp wherever you want. You pretty much do whatever you want, as long as you're being safe and respectful, and that's what we definitely like to do. So I just got here. I'm kicking back, doing a little bit of relaxing. I'm going to be setting up my camp and getting the fire pit ready so that when Derek shows up, we can have a campfire tonight and cook some dinner. Alright, so this, I believe, is my normal spot where I've set up a hammock before, right in here. There's a lot of debris on the ground because it's been a while. First thing I always do before I set up a hammock when I'm in these kind of dense woods is I look up and do a check of the trees and look for any kind of widowmakers that are hanging, and I don't see anything. Looks like we've got good green live trees. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clear all these sticks and stuff from underneath where my hammock's going to be, because if I come out of my hammock, I don't want to be stepping on it or falling on it or whatever and poking me. So we'll get this cleared out, and then hopefully I should have enough room between these trees to run my straps. I think I've got plenty. Got a Dutch wear hammock. Just got this. They had a sale on these. This is the 12-foot hammock that he sells. It's a pretty slick setup. And what I did is, and you'll see this here in a minute, I'll explain all this stuff, but I replaced the hardware on the end of it with War Bonnet suspension system. Okay, it's all set up. Got the Dutchware or Dutch Gear hammock. This is a one-wind bug net that I've added, and then there's my little gear loft that came from Dutch as well. Next thing is to put up the tarp. We're not supposed to get any rain, but it's good to have the tarp. Got my one-wind tarp. Set that up. It got really dark quick, and I can hear thunder off in the distance. I know there's a little chance of rain today, but it was kind of like a 60-40 thing. Pop out of the woods here and see what I can see. Oh yeah. Some clouds coming in. Might have a little rain tonight. Good thing I got the tarp set up. Hopefully it'll pass and we'll have a clear night. Now it is raining to beat the band. You hear that? Good thing I got my tarp up. I gotta stretch it out more though when the rain lets up. Whew. There's a spider web on my face. Ah, there it is. I can feel it. Get it off. Oh, come on. I carry a few different tools with me, and they all have different purposes. So the first thing is I like to have a little neck knife with me, especially when setting around the campfire at night. It's very accessible through different layers. It's great for just, cutting up some food, opening packages of food, things like that. So this is the CRKT. I think this is the Minimalist. Cool little knife. Fits in your hand really well. Super lightweight. Really don't notice it's there most of the time. So that's just kind of a ready blade that I can access very quickly. On my person, in my pocket, I usually carry some type of folding knife. This is a new one for me. I just picked this up. This is the Buck. I think this is, gosh, I can't remember the name of this thing, the Adventurer or something like that. This was a Walmart exclusive. I picked it up on eBay, pretty cheap. And the reason I chose it specifically for camping is that the serrations are perfect for cutting cordage. It's a very lightweight knife. It has aluminum scales on it, so it doesn't take up a lot of room in my pocket, doesn't weigh very much, and it's available for those tasks of cutting cord. And I just like having a backup pocket knife on me at all times. Then the next tool that I brought. You know, definitely when you're out here primitive camping, doing any kind of bushcrafting, you're going to want a fixed blade knife. You know, preferably, you know, oh geez, the heck. Preferably 3 to 4 inches. I prefer like a 4-inch blade. And this is a Joker brand knife. And if you're not familiar with these, they're kind of cool. It's a Spanish company. And it's just a very comfortable knife. I can't remember which one this is. This is the Ember. I'll put a caption down below for the steel. I can't quite read it. But it's a Sandvik. I can't read that. 424 something. I believe that's like a stainless, but it's a very comfortable handle. Sharpened spine, lanyard hole, fantastic knife. And these are not very expensive. Comes with a very heavy duty quality leather sheath with a dangler. So perfect bushcrafting knife that's not going to break the bank and is very capable right out of the box. Extremely sharp. I was cutting the ends of my cross pieces for my fire pit with it on some green wood. It's just going through them like butter. Perfect. Next tool is some kind of chopping tool. Now, I elected to go with something a little bit smaller. A lot of guys would go with an axe, and axes are fantastic for cutting down big stuff, but I'm going to show you why I don't feel like I need an axe. I do like the tomahawk for limbing and for creating steaks and things of that nature. This is another CRKT. This is not the Woods Kugelin, Koglin. There's another version of this that doesn't have the hammer on the end of it. I actually picked this up off of a forum. A guy customized it, did the burns on the handle, made the overstrike guard, and made a really nice mask for it. And what I like about this too, this is such a handy little tool. I can put this in my haversack. This actually will fit on the side of my haversack. It doesn't weigh a ton. I can take this with me if I'm striking out from camp looking for stuff. So a really handy tool is a tomahawk. Don't discount a tomahawk, especially a good one that's sharp. This fantastic, love it. Now, the reason I didn't bring an axe is because for most of the wood that I can process and find around here, a good saw will take down most trees, dead standing trees that I'm finding, and will process most of the wood that I need. I don't need to fell big trees with an axe. So this is the Silky Big Boy 2000. I've had this for years and years and years. Super sharp, cuts like a laser, always goes with me when I go camping. Any kind of camping trip I do, primitive, state parks, whatever, backpacking, this comes with me because it is a wood processing machine. It can go through very thick wood very quickly, effortlessly. So you got a nice long blade. So I've seen a lot of use, but for the majority of the wood processing I'm doing, this will do what I need to do. So those are my tool choices. Of course, there are always more tools you can bring in different types. Axes, shovels, there's all kinds of stuff. It really comes down to personal preference. This stuff works for me pretty well. I'm real happy with it. and I think it'll do just fine for this weekend. So hopefully we'll get some more action shots of this stuff being utilized, but these are my picks. So I wanted to show you, this is the fire pit. I cleared this out. Try to get as much debris. It's really wet back here, so I don't think it's going to be an issue, but what I did is cut some green saplings down for cross pieces, or for the supports, and then another green sapling for cross piece. So now we can hang our pots from this. Just need to make some pot hooks. But that is the fire pit. Nice and wet and damp. No worries of this catching. Keep an eye on it all weekend. We'll keep moving the leaf debris out, but it's very, very wet. It's not going to be an issue. I see somebody coming. I don't know if you're going to make it or not.
Yeah, I was worked a half day. Wait, these thistle are brutal.
Yeah, it's pretty thick out there. Steaks on the fire, and there's some sweet corn in there, and then peppers and onions in that pack. There we go, looking good.
You can do whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. No, that's
Trying
fine.
to get a certain picture.
No. So I always tell Chris, there's editing. He's always like, "Oh, I'm talking over the film." I said, "Don't worry about it." Crazy. Beautiful.
So it's always prepared with the spices.
Heck yeah. Life's too short.
To eat dull
Bland
food.
food.
Yes, I can't stand bland food.